talk about Scrum roles, very, very, very important. It's not the same usual roles of manager, analyst, tester, architect. No, we have got only 3 roles here, right? You've got what we call as a development team, very, very important because of the crux of the product development. And that's why I mentioned here, not a lot of people start with the product owner, but we'll come to that. And then the Scrum Master, again, don't confuse Scrum Master with a project manager. The Scrum Master is not a project manager. The Scrum Master is not a manager in the first place. So whether it's a project manager, technology manager, or is not managing something, he or she is actually kind of helping you, facilitating the team, and trying to help them by removing the problems, obstacles, and things. We'll talk about each of them in detail anyway. Then the product owner, the customer, basically, customer proxy or customer representative, who would lay the roadmap for the product and work with the teams almost on a weekly and daily basis. So you see that this combination, powerful combination of these 3 roles is what makes Scrum the most effective framework, agile framework. There are no fancy titles, fancy designations, and things like that. It's just everybody is a team member except if you're a Scrum Master or product owner. A Scrum Master could also be a team member. It's just a role. So one of the team members could actually play the role of a Scrum Master. And then a product owner perhaps is sitting slightly aloof from the development team because they need to understand the business, the context, and perhaps the domain, some kind of domain knowledge. They need to interact with the customers, with the users, get the feedback, prioritize the features. So we'll discuss that, what each of these roles is about. So product owner, I mean, again, thankfully we start off with a product owner. They provide the roadmap in terms of the product. They give the guidance as to where we are heading, with what speed we should go, what features we should actually have, which are the important features that we should work on now, what are the need to haves, this is nice to haves, prioritization, all of that is done by the product owner. And they manage the product backlog. So they update the product backlog, the big stack of things that go in where you check in all the features, requirements, defects, tasks, technical tasks, everything. So all of that is actually managed, controlled, refined, and groomed by the product owner. So this is essentially the customer or the customer representative. They're not the team members. They're not technical team members or the developers or the analysts. Some business analysts have got the slight flavor because of the fact that they're thinking more in terms of the product. They could be playing the role of a proxy PO because they also help with the product thinking, prioritization, features, and things like that. So you can say that analysts have got that flavor of a PO, but otherwise it's a separate role. So what do? They scope and prioritize the roadmap, they refine, they groom, they do all these updations, and then they actually work with the teams, they set the roadmap, identify the features, prioritizations, what should come to, they do the Moscow prioritization, the 1, 2, 3s, ABCs, whatever it is. And they help the team, more importantly, they help the team with the clarification if they need any clarification. They're part of what we call a sprint review. They're part of the sprint showcase, a product showcase, or a demo that you want to give to the team, to the stakeholders. The product owner would be part of that because they need to know what is happening with the product. They're not interested in the process, what you're doing, how you're doing, and all that. That's different. That's a different situation. What they're interested in is how the product is shaping up. What are the features? Is it working or not? Validating, verifying, the reviewing, testing. So doing a UAT, user acceptance testing of that. That is all part of the product owner's scope of work.